Hey yo, welcome back to Lunch with Steel, and today let's talk a little Tom Clancy. Let's talk a little Ghost Recon. For those who know what it is. Maybe you're a Raw fan, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, or maybe you're just a Ghost Recon Breakpoint fan, or even Wildland fan. Now, Wildland was a game that I missed out personally. I played a little bit of it on PC, but then I tried to get online and play with some homies and stuff like that, and the connection was complete garbage. So we ended up moving over to Breakpoint because I didn't try out Wildlands until after Breakpoint release, and I think Breakpoint is the overall better game. Yeah, I still think about wanting to go back and get some sessions in with that. Maybe remove the looter shooter elements of it and just go in there, complete the game, and just have a good time with it. But nonetheless, got so much on my plate now, it's kind of whatever. But the rumor right now is that the next Ghost Recon game, based off of an Ubisoft, conference call, Yves Guillemot himself, good old Ubisoft, said there was going to be a first-person Ghost Recon game. And for me, maybe to anybody else that wouldn't be a problem. Maybe you're a Rainbow Six fan. What, Steel? I like Rainbow. Why can't they do first person? Ghost Recon. How about you just make another Rainbow game? Make another Rainbow Six game. Why Ghost Recon got to be the game that's first person? Now you want to make a switch. There is very minimal third person shooters out on the market as is today. And the one thing that you want to do is developing a game that's going to be releasing within the next few years or so and say, you know what? I know that there's very minimal good third-person shooters out there, and I know that Ghost Recon was one of the ones that were hitting it right. The only thing that they needed to do, especially for like Breakpoint, is refine the multiplayer a little bit. I don't know if it's like make it less realistic or maybe add some different modes, add a domination mode. I take the example of Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter back in the day. That multiplayer was fire. But nonetheless, I feel like there is so much potential with Ghost Recon kind of getting back into its roots, making things more team-oriented, and developing a good third-person experience, like I think that they pretty much have this entire time, is the direction that you want to go. For me, that kind of tells me that these people don't know what they're doing, man. Like, look, I don't like always being the dude that's like, oh, I know what the community wants. Oh, I know what the gamers want versus what the actual company wants. But more and more we move into the future, it seems like the gamers or the people that are of that ilk or have been doing this from at least the 90s know what the wider audience is looking for, especially from these classic IPs, right? Especially in this Fortnite generation, especially in this Roblox generation. Like, if you want these other groups to get interested as they get older, whatever, as they mature, whatever the case, and you following up behind me, like, look, I think you got to stick with doing what you was good at before and refining it further, right? Because Wildlands had some community issues, connection issues for sure. Breakpoint had some community issues, right? Although overall was received well. And it's a fun game, really good to play, feels good in hand. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the dope Ghost Recon experiences. Now, again, is it like Grawl from back in the day? Nah, it's not the same, but it is still of that ilk. You know what I mean? Just expand it out, open world, everything else. So, I think it's going to be another miss from Ubisoft for me personally, and that's kind of upsetting to me, man, because it's like, bro, as a third-person shooter fan especially, right, which is crazy to think, because you would think, oh, Steel, you like third-person games, you would love PlayStation. Then why don't you? It's like, those aren't the games that stick for me, man. Like, I still haven't played an Uncharted to this day, not a single one. Now, if they ever come to where I want to be able to access them, and I know some of them came to PC and stuff like that, I just don't have general interest to play an Uncharted. And I heard people say the Uncharted multiplayer was decent. Sony, why don't you flesh that out more? Release that to more platforms. Let people experience that if you believed in it. But when those were out, I was playing Halo. I was playing Gears. You know what I mean? I was playing these multiplayer experiences that felt a little bit more in tune with what I was looking for, right? But anyway, so it's just interesting to see some of those twists and turns kind of happen throughout the industry and continue to happen. Like it's just a major disconnect, man. Even like you speaking about Ubisoft, like Assassin's Creed Shadow. I was really enjoying my time with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Probably got about 10 or so hours. Maybe I got more than that in there. But I ended up stopped playing because other games were coming out. And if I'm gonna choose if I jump into an open world game, like I'm going to want to do everything in that open world game. And sure, Ubisoft games are known to have all these markers and everything. I don't necessarily pay attention to that. Although, I'll be real, there is that aspect of it. I do like trying to accomplish as much as I can. And I do think that it was done really well, right? But I'm kind of waiting for the DLC to drop, and I'll probably be jumping back into it at some point around then. And then so that's kind of it as far as Ubisoft goes. It's just kind of unfortunate to see Ubisoft continuously, especially with the Guillermo bros, still at the top trying to make these moves. It almost seems like y'all are willingly trying to make yourself as devalued as possible for Tencent. And that's sad to see. The last thing that I'll get into here is the whole Xbox kind of shutting down the movie side of things. Movie and I believe TVs and stuff like that. Any movies and stuff like that you have currently that you own, you still have access to. So this isn't like similar to the PlayStation situation to where they pulled it and then they also pulled content as well that you owned. Like you can no longer access some of that stuff. To my knowledge, at least, that's not how this one is. Though it is a sign of the times, right? Now, I 100% get it from people that were like, man, I was really enjoying building up my Xbox library through, movie library and doing this, that, and the other thing directly on the box. Look, great. But there are so many other services that offer you a better experience as far as a movie watcher goes. And if you were already like, bro, to rent a movie off of a service, like, especially through Xbox, like I think the last time I rented a movie, they were talking about like $9, $14 for the 4K version. It's like, bro, what are we doing? For a digital version that I only have access to for a short amount of time, I think they did it like 48 hours or something like that. Again, I haven't rented a movie off the actual hardware in a long time. Like, I usually go through a service if I wanted to. But it's neither here or there. I get why it's unfortunate for those who wanted to continue to build that out, 100%. If you don't like it, again, I'm going to stick on the line of, if you're consistently seeing things from Xbox at least that you don't like, speak with your wallet. Stop investing in the hardware. Stop investing into the platform. Find somewhere else that has that for you. PlayStation's not offering you that, and Nintendo damn sure ain't. So find another place that's offering you what you're looking for, and you'll be satisfied. Other than that, look, man, as Xbox helped usher a lot of that stuff in, I think there's other subscription services or just other services that you can use to access that content. It's not like, again, that content isn't being removed from you. But Xbox is obviously going in a different direction, doing things a little bit differently. And no, not everybody's going to like it. It's kind of like with the whole digital, brings up the whole side of digital media. That's why digital ownership is important, or some form of digital ownership. So that you don't have, when stuff like this happens, you don't have to worry, because a media player is always going to exist on either one of these platforms. I just need access to my content so I can play these movies, right? So, or whatever content. So that's something we got to continue to fight back on. But they are definitely working towards a future of making things more streamlined, where I do think that we're going to end up getting one version of games, as an example, one version of movies. We already get that already. And it's going to be able to be scaled up or down depending. You know what I mean? So again, a lot of ways, maybe it's unfortunate, but I think, again, this is another example of, hey, if you're not happy with it, you don't like the moves that is happening, then you got to make a decision. But nonetheless, another Lunch with Steel in the books. Greatly appreciate y'all for continuing to tune in. And much love to y'all. Again, Liver Split Screen, Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. UK time. And other than that, still reign everywhere. That T is a 7. Much love.